Hey everybody, I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed me. Just kidding. No, really, I missed you guys. Sorry for being MIA for the past few days. As you know, I've been leading up to this whole entire event for a month. And yeah, this past weekend was my weekend with Mo. And oh my gosh, guys, what an amazing time. Like, it just blows my freaking mind how every time that I see him, every time that we spend time together, it's the best time. Like, every single time, like, every time gets topped. And I was worried. I was so worried. If you remember, I was worried because, like, I just wanted to make sure that we had some fun stuff to do and, like, he had a good time. And yeah, it went even better than according to plan. So I'm absolutely relieved. So let's get into Friday night. Because Friday night, if you guys recall, he was going to be flying into Chicago and was going to hang out there for the day and walk around with his bags to go see the bean. And he contacted me like maybe an hour before I left work and was like, "Hey, are you still at work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still working, and I'm trying to get out of here. Got a couple things I have to do real quick." And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, I need you to go to the hotel like as soon as possible because there's like an issue with the room." He's like something about like I guess like it didn't get booked, and like I just need you to go there for me, and I'll call you, or I'll call them when you get there. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, none of this makes any sense. Like, I was so confused. I'm like, why don't we just call them? Like, do you want me to call them? Like, I will call them. He's like, no, no. He's like, just go there. He's like, call me when you get there, and I will take over from that point. And I'm like, this makes zero sense because last I knew, I was supposed to go pick him up at the train station here in Battle Creek. We were gonna pop by my house real quick so he could like just check out my living space and help me with my bags because I did have a handful of bags. So I was like, okay, this works out perfect. Like, I'll leave work, I'll go pop by and pick him up. We'll check out my place, gather up my stuff, and then we'll head to the hotel. So change of plans, and none of it was making any freaking sense to me. I was like, this is weird, right? Like, something's up. This is strange, but whatever. Sounds like it's important. So like, I'm gonna rush my ass, and I did. Like, I hauled ass across town. I hauled ass back. Like, this is opposite directions, by the way. So, um, I get to the hotel. I call him, and he said, okay. He's like, I'm gonna contact the front desk. I'm like, okay, cool. Sit in my car for a second, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm just gonna go inside real quick and wait for him to call me. And I go in there, and I'm waiting for a few minutes, and look who comes walking out with a beautiful bouquet of flowers for me. But Mo, he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I actually arrived in town about 1 o'clock. I was like, why didn't you tell me that? He's like, well, I wanted to surprise you at work initially. That was my idea, was to. He's like, I never hung out in Chicago. He's like, I came straight here, and I wanted to get you some flowers and wanted to show up to your work, and I could not get a Lyft or Uber to cooperate with me. And I was like, I told you. I said, I told you. It's really, really hard to get a Lyft and Uber around here. I wasn't kidding. I wasn't kidding. But wow, so sweet. So, so sweet. And yeah, the flowers are a little wilty now. I've been trying my very best, but let me show you real quick, guys. So, yeah, those are it. He did really good. My girl Kristen, I sent her a picture of him, and she's like, "Oh, red." She's like, "You've been really into red lately." And I was like, "I know." I'm like, she's like, "He has really good taste," but obviously he does because he's with you. So thanks, girl. Love that. Yeah. So he got me. I knew something was weird. I knew it didn't make sense, but I'm like, he's not telling me anything. He's just saying like, just get there, please, like just get there. So so sweet, so so sweet. He was dead exhausted. He was absolutely tired. So like we chatted for a little bit. We hung out for like a little bit, but he was like in bed by like 8. Like, he's like, I'm sorry. I was like, you've had a long day. I trust me. I understand. I know what that travel is like. Done it a handful of times now. I get it. So no worries. So I just enjoyed his presence. That was it. We had a really chill night. He got some pizza from a place called Buddy's, which I had never had. I'd never heard of it. Apparently, it's kind of a big deal around Kalamazoo. and it was delicious. Like I ate it cold too. Like I didn't even heat it up. I got hungry at some point. He was sleeping, and yeah, I snacked on that. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So if you get an opportunity, check out Buddy's Pizza in Kalamazoo. It's legit. It's very very tasty. We in fact ordered it a second time when we were there. So yeah, but that's just a quick like little Friday thing. Me running around like crazy, being super mega confused, and him just being an absolute knight in shining armor as he can't help but be apparently. So love that for me. Love that for us. Yeah, we'll get into the rest of the weekend. I got to spend Saturday, Sunday, and then part of today with him. So we'll get into it here in a minute. Subscribe.